Matthew 14 from verse 22.
It reads as follows. Immediately Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead of him to the other side, while he dismissed the crowd. After he had dismissed them, he went up on the mountainside by himself to pray. Later that night, he was there alone, and the boat was already considerable distance from land, buffeted by the waves because the wind was against it. Verse 25. Shortly before dawn, Jesus went out to them, walking on the lake. When the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. It's a ghost, they said, and cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them, take courage.
What did he say to them? Why did he say take courage to them?
It is I. Don't be afraid. Verse 28. Lord, if it's you, Peter replied, tell me to come to you on the water. Verse 29. Come, he said. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came toward Jesus. But when he saw the wind,
When he saw that what?
the wind,
Okay, let us say that what did Peter did after he saw the wind?
he was afraid and began to sink. He was afraid.
And when he was afraid, what happened?
He began to sink.
But before what? Before he was afraid. He never
Yes.
sink. What made him to sink? Fear.
Amen.
Then what did he say?
He was afraid and began to sink and cried out, Lord, save me. Verse 31. Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. You of little faith. Oh, he said, why did you doubt?
What did he say Jesus to him?
You of little
It's
faith.
like I can see this Jesus. He was very angry.
Ungari ndikhobona Yesu obo
He was
thina
very
lengamanga.
annoyed.
Obo kwata osinyuwa.
Or this person, Mara,
Uri hoyu mutu.
why did he allow the fear to overcome him?
Ndingani otendela nyofo zishimukunda.
Why did he allow the challenges to overcome him?
Ndingani otendela khethu zishimukunda.
God was angry.
Muzima bokwata.
He was angry against the spirit that was in the life of Peter.
Okwata muya waboka Petro.
What is going on, man?
Arukho yani Petro.
Because Peter was always with God.
Ngauri Petro oba chizulela na Kristo Yesu.
They were praying together, doing everything together.
Bako rapela bako ita zote bote.
Amen.
Amen.
What is going on in your life today?
Huko ita mini kabuchula bona musi.
Are you saying that, prophetess, you don't know that I'm now, you know what, I don't know what to do? I am swimming in the pool of the storms. This water is about to swallow me. I have got a good message for you. Jesus is saying to us, take courage. It doesn't matter what is going on in your world now. Take courage. There are many things that can make you to take this courage, man. Of course, courage is for those who are not discouraged. Peter was afraid because he was discouraged. Okay, let us go back there. Can you read for us slowly but surely? Ne? Read it from verse 25.
Verse 25. Shortly before dawn, Jesus went out to them, walking on the lake.
He was doing what?
Walking on the lake.
Their master, their Lord, their God, the Son of the living God, Jesus. He went to whom? To his disciples. How did you go to them?
oyisahani khabo.
How did he go to them? He was walking on the lake, meaning that Jesus was walking on top of the water,
Ziyamburi Yesu akuchimbira nga ntamati.
going to the direction of the disciples.
Achikoya kaluta lwabafunzi wabawe.
There was an implied message there.
Hoba huna muleza.
As he ended up being uttering it,
Samusi ofesera obula.
he was saying, you just have to take courage.
Ari khabo nityo tutuwezeya.
Everything is possible.
Zote ziyakona zeya.
As long as I am in you and you are in me,
Chosalaho ndikhabe inwi nikhane.
I am living inside of you.
Ndikochira nga ngomuhabe
If
inwi.
myself, Jesus, I can walk on top of the water,
Nane alali Yesu ndichichimbira nga
what
ntamati.
can prevent you to walk on top of the water?
Imini chinga changa ni Thabelo chimbira nga kamati.
He was saying,
Obakori.
if I have raised many dead people,
Alali ndovusa banji bafuni.
you can also raise.
Nabe inwi ningavusa.
If I rose that young woman by saying Talita Kum,
Alali ndovusa musizanyano la mutoko nga uri rati.
you can speak to that situation that is dead in your life.
Ungari kaila nyimelo yofawo kabuchirabo.
It will become alive.
Idochira. My Jesus.
He was walking on top of the water. He was walking on the
Obako
lake.
chimbira nga ntamati.
Can you read verse 26 for us?
Verse 26. When the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. It's a ghost, they said, and cried out in fear.
Wait. What happened when they saw him walking on top of the water in that lake?
They were terrified.
You see these people.
Bakobona haba batu.
Something was wrong with them.
Ona zvingo songozuzanya ukhabo.
24/7.
Duba lingwa na lingwa bakochila naye.
They are having Jesus.
Bachikochila na Yesu.
They are walking with him.
Bakochimbila
They
naye.
are dining with him.
Bakola naye.
And they could know or hear that whatever he said, you know what, he is the Son of the living God.
Bachikono zviforo zote zvinamba ni mwana wa Mulungu.
He is God. Listen,
Kabatecherese.
when Jesus was walking there on top of that water,
Musi Yesu akochimbila ntama.
he was saying to Peter and his disciples,
Obakorika Petro na bafunzi wabawe.
"Ever forward too.
You guys.
This is another benefit of being a child of God.
Hey kundi bumwa bu life ho uba mwana wa mzimu.
You can walk on top of every situation.
Ningachimbila ntanyimele ingwe na ingwe.
But Christian doesn't know that.
Mara batende abatibihezo.
I was speaking about authority some previous weeks.
Dandi kwamba nga ndango begezo piraho.
That you have got authority.
Uribone bana ndango.
When after being a born again Christian,
Panda musindichichizwa.
when Jesus was talking with me about this faith thing, having authority,
Musi Yesu kwamba na nenga lutendo na ubana ndango.
I saw a vision.
Ndabona bono.
I saw a very big aircraft.
Ndabona flama chini.
I think I was 18 years by then.
Ungari
17,
ndo
18.
bandi na mingwa ya 18.
I saw a very big aeroplane. I was in my village. It was on top of me.
Ndabona flama chini ntato zanga.
Not that, but it was a little bit far away there.
Yai kule ntantamu yani.
Then I heard the voice of God
Ndafai film zi.
saying to me,
Lishirikane.
command that aircraft to come down.
Raila hela aircraft
And
itepasi.
I said, how can I?
Ndari ndikashitahani.
And he said, I am God. I am telling you, I'm commanding you to command that aircraft to come
Ari
down.
kanne ndi musimu ndikoni lelo rinira ile
And I
itepasi.
said, God,
Ari kanne.
as long as you are saying this,
As long as ukwamba
I
eshi.
don't have option
Atina
than to command that aircraft to come down.
Atiko nunangaganda uibiza
You know what I've done?
Bati wando itani.
I stood up with that boldness
Daima.
and I said, you aircraft,
Dari wa flama
in
chini.
the name of Jesus,
Jina ni la Yesu.
come down.
Itera pasi.
You know what did I saw?
Babu tibondo bona mi.
I saw that aircraft coming down.
Ndabona la flama chini
It
kitera.
landed down.
Yakaba.
And I said, God, what is this?
Dari ndi minizimu.
And he said to me,
Barikane.
when you have faith,
Musuna rutendo.
everything will be possible with you.
Zote ziyako na zeya. Marabu.
For nothing is impossible with me.
Auna chisa kona zeya.
From that day, My faith grew bigger every day. I started to walk tall. I started to enjoy the benefit of being the child of the Most High God. Hallelujah. I started to see that nothing is too hard for God. Meaning that nothing will be too hard for me. Meaning that I have whatever I want. Meaning that I am pregnant of my miracles. I have said to you, when Jesus was walking on top of that water, he was simply saying to his disciples, these are the benefits of you being a child of God. Your boss there at work must know that you are serving the living God. When they have to take some decisions there at work, they have to come to you and hear what God is saying. Yes, receive it more. Receive it in the mighty name of Jesus. Yes, you are the head. You are the head, not the tail. Yes, I see God changing her life. This is what that woman who was bleeding for 12 years did to Jesus. When he touches the garment of Jesus, her life changed. I am telling you, if I am the servant of the Most High God, this young woman, she's coming back with a big testimony. In the name of Jesus, she is coming back with a big testimony. I'm seeing God lifting her higher. Higher and higher and higher. Receive it in the name of Jesus. Amen. You just need to take courage. It doesn't matter what is going on in your world. Don't forget, it is not yet over until Jesus himself said it's over. Jesus was saying to his disciples, you see Peter, you see Thomas, I can walk on top of the water. This is the power, this is the authority that I have given by my Father. If I can walk on top of the water, you can also walk on top of the water. Hallelujah. Yes. What kind of the water God is talking about? That situation that is tormenting you day and night. God is saying to you, you can walk on top of it. The Bible says, yes, the devil and his demons, they are under our feet. The Bible didn't say that they are on top of our feet. Something that is under my feet, I walk on top of it. This small mat is under my feet. That is why I can walk on top of it. You have given the authority. You need to take courage. It doesn't matter what the doctors have said to you. It doesn't matter what the human being have said to you. But God is saying, you can walk on top of your situation. When you are walking on top of it, you are destroying it. You are destroying it. It is becoming pieces. Yes. It is under your authority. Are you hearing what God is saying? I am saying to you, your situation is under the authority that is in you. It's under the authority of heaven. No any other authority. No any other authority can challenge the authority of heaven. You have got power. You are dangerous against the kingdom of darkness. God is saying to us, it is high time we walk on top of ourselves.